What up, YouTube? It is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys, we are unboxing the Air Jordan 1 High OG True Blue. Guys, this sneaker did release this past Saturday, and it was actually on my highly anticipated pickup list. Now that does range back from 2022 to when images first start surfacing on this sneaker. Hey, I was big on it then, and I'm still big on it now. However, in terms of a lot of the sneaker community, this sneaker seems to be highly, and I mean highly, downplayed. Now I'm not sure the take on that or why people are not gravitating towards this one, because it is a clean Air Jordan 1 High OG. Just a few things that come to mind is, for one, the price point, $180 for Air Jordan 1 High OGs is quite expensive. For two, the fact that the Air Jordan 1 seems to be dying down in a sense when it comes to height in comparison to 2 to 3, maybe 4 years ago. But also, this sneaker does feature a classic colorway from the Air Jordan 3 True Blue, which was an OG Air Jordan 3, and the Air Jordan 3 is celebrating its 35th anniversary. So Nike/Jordan brand is taking some of these colorways off the Air Jordan 3s and now applying them to different silhouettes. But the Air Jordan 3 True Blue did feature the True Blue, cement gray, white, and as well as red on the sneaker. But unfortunately, we don't get that full 4-way colorway on this sneaker. And I think that did deter people from getting this one, as well as I did see a lot of different reviews on this sneaker and read some of those comments, and some of the people were saying if it only had red on the tongue where Nike Air is at, or maybe even on the wings logo. Some even mentioned it being on the outsole or laces, and even on the Nike Air branding on the insole. Some also argued that they would like to see elephant print on the cement gray, but just another reason why I feel like this sneaker was downplayed. People expected a little bit more out of it than what they got. However, in my case, I think it is very clean being a 3 colorway sneaker. I mean, the fact that we are talking about True Blue, which is significantly displayed on the sneaker. So I feel like the fact that it does have True Blue, cement gray, and white, to me, that's enough to warrant this sneaker being True Blue, because ultimately it does have True Blue in the colorway. However, guys, before we go any further into the video, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now comment below, let me know what you guys think about this sneaker. If you are hype on it, if you weren't, you don't care about Air Jordan 1s anymore, hype's dying down, or if you're still a big fan and it doesn't matter if there's no hype, you still go after pairs, such as myself, for example. But you guys do know I'm always in the comments responding, and I like to get your thoughts and takes on this one. All right, now just a brief synopsis on what Nike said on this sneaker. In terms of the story, they say 3 + 1 equals a whole new icon. Celebrating 35 years of the Air Jordan 3, these kicks combine a classic Air Jordan 1 silhouette with an original Air Jordan 3 colorway. Crafted to the 85 specs, it's got premium leather, a high top collar, and the woven tongue label you know and love. Bold splashes of True Blue throughout. Check the wings logo. Stand out against layers of white and cement gray. And the finishing touch, Nike Air cushioning underfoot lets you keep pace, so nothing holds you back from stepping out in style. All right, guys, so like I mentioned, they took the colorway from the Air Jordan 3 True Blue and applied it to this one, again minus the red, unfortunately. But I do think it is very clean on this sneaker, not having the red. Now, if it did have red, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like I say, personally, I believe it would be fitting on the tongue where Nike Air is at, but to not have it, it's not a deal breaker for your boy. Now, this sneaker did tend to sit on a few retail sites, including Sneakerz, which you can see here, a few sizes are still available today. Not many, but there are some. Now, on release day, there were a lot more sizes sitting out there all day long, including my personal size. And after picking up my first pair, which I did hit on multiple raffles, raffles. I felt like I didn't really want to go after my other raffle wins simply because sneakers have been sitting quite a bit, particularly Air Jordans, and they have been going on sale. And I wasn't sure how long this one would sit out there, but I figured if I could get it for a cheaper price, why not? So in terms of doubling up on this sneaker, this is one that I contemplated letting go on sale if it sat out there long enough. But day 2 after the release, checking sneakers out, my size was gone as well as a lot of other sizes, and I went into full-fledged panic mode, not gonna cap. So on that note, one of the raffles that I did leave behind, I went to the mall the very next day, made sure I was first in line, and I went ahead and picked up my shoe the day after release day. So hey, double up for your boy on this one. I feel like this is one that you don't want to sleep on, and for those who do, may regret it down the line, because although the hype isn't there right now, hype moves mysteriously in my Mike Rich voice, and you never know when it's going to surface again. And we all know these sneakers do increase in price down the line, and I feel like this is just one of those sneakers. However guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, and as you can see here, we did secure the bag at JD Sports. Big ups to JD for the W on this one. I greatly appreciate it. But as I mentioned, I did hit on several raffles, so I would also like to give a huge shout out to Hibbett Sports as well as Foot Locker. I appreciate you guys tremendously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. However guys, taking a look at the box here, we do have a special box. It is the traditional Air Jordan 1 High OG box, but we do get an all over true blue color on the box, as well as we get Nike Air branding in white. We also get that same look on the top of the lid with that big Nike Air branding on top in white, very clean. Now this is just one of those things that I love. This box sold me tremendously, maybe even more than the shoe. I can't say they both go hand in hand, but hey, this is a nice compliment to the sneaker in terms of branding and packaging. Kudos for the box, Nike. I appreciate it. However, on one side of the box, we have our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. The colorway is true blue, white, cement gray. This is a men's US size 10, personal size for me in the Air Jordan. And the suggested retail value on this one is $180 US. Woo! Like I say, man, $180 US is quite significant for an Air Jordan 1 High OG. Again, one of the reasons I felt that did deter people from picking this one up. However, let's see what we have under the lid. All right, guys, flipping the lid up on this one, as you can see, we have our standard cardboard underneath. We do get a lot number right there, as well as our Swoosh branding. And let me get my receipt out of the way. Flipping the tissue paper up on this one, as you can see, we do have our off-white traditional tissue paper. And let's go ahead and get the shoe out. And there we have it, guys, the Air Jordan 1 High OG True Blue, a very, very clean sneaker, slept on sneaker, but super clean sneaker in my opinion. Glad to have this one in the collection. Let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on the shoe. Hey, look, man, all I'm gonna say is, if you sleep, you sleep. That's all I can say about this one, guys. I don't know what the deal is with this sneaker as to why people don't think, hey, this is super duper clean, because I know 2, 3, 4 years ago, like I say, people would have been going crazy after this one, but unfortunately, that was not the case. But the good thing is, it made it easy for those of us who did want this sneaker. So, hey, easy pickup. I believe it will be a regret down the line, but it is what it is. However, guys, back to the topic at hand. Checking out our outsole here, we do get an All-Seement gray outsole on this one. Very, very clean. We get that traditional white midsole and rubber wrapping around the entire shoe. On up to the upper, we get some nice grain leather here in that true blue, wrapping around our toe cap on up to this mud guard, as well as our eye stay, and as well as on our Nike Swoosh. No baby soft leather here, guys. Nothing to go super crazy about, but it is a decent grade of leather. We get that same grade here on our mid panel in white, as well as we get more white on our collar. And then the interesting part about this sneaker, guys, here on the heel as well as on the ankle, we do get some nice gray. I'm gonna go ahead and call this one leather. Some people are calling it suede, some are calling it nubuck, but to me it just appears to be some very, very nice leather. And it does have a suede feel to it. It also has a nubuck feel to it, but I don't think this one is nubuck. I'm leaning more towards suede on this one. Now, it's not the same grain leather as we have on the white and blue panels, but it is very soft, fuzzy, just feels like really good premium leather. If you guys remember my Air Jordan 3 RKO Brown unboxing and review that I did recently in 2022, the upper of that sneaker seems like suede or nubuck or something like that, but it's actually just a nice grade of leather, and I think that is the same case with this, which is why I say I'm leaning a little bit more towards suede, but it is a very, very nice feel, guys. Think Air Jordan 1 Mocha, which this sneaker does have the same color blocking as that sneaker, and it also has the same materials as that sneaker in terms of leather up front and that suede, nice leather sort of feel here on the rear. So I would say this sneaker is most comparable to the Air Jordan 1 Mocha, which is another reason I really wanted this sneaker, because I really wanted that sneaker and it was hard as heck to get. Still don't have it today in the collection, unfortunately, and that made this one double up worthy for your boy. However, on our collar piece, we do get this true blue Air Jordan Wing logo, and it is actually debossed on the sneaker instead of embossed in the sneaker like we've been getting on some Air Jordan 1s. And I believe when they speak in terms of 85 specs, that may be one of the specs, as the wing logo should be debossed instead of embossed. I'm not sure, guys. Go figure. Comment below. Let us know if you know. But I do notice that change up on this one, and it's not a bad thing. I think it's actually nice. However, guys, that does pretty much wrap it up for the lateral side of this one. Moving along. And onto the medial side of the shoe, we get a very similar look as we got on the lateral side, just minus that Air Jordan Wing logo. Moving along. Taking a look at the shoe from the top down, as you can see, white on our midsole, true blue leather here going around the toe cap, more of that nice grain leather here on our toe box in white. We get true blue flat laces in place, a white nylon tongue, and on up to the tongue tag, we do get a nice true blue tongue tag with Nike Air branding in white, exactly the way we see it on the box. And guys, this does have that old school swoosh, the big swoosh that we have on this one. Very, very nice. I've been seeing them do that on a lot of pairs, so I think it's very, very dope, just taking it back to the traditional look, old school big swoosh. Digging it a lot. However, on my pair in particular, it looks like it may have gotten stitched on here just slightly higher than it should be, because my Nike branding is kind of wrapping around the top. So yeah, just a little bit of an inconsistency there, guys. Thought I'd point that out, but it is what it is. Not sure if other pairs are like that or not. I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Still clean in my opinion. However, taking a look at the sneaker from the rear, you can see that cement gray on our outsole, white midsole, cement gray going up the back in that nice leather or suede material, as well as we get on that tab there, and then we get more white leather on our upper collar, as well as you can see more true blue here on our sock liner, just lining the top of the collar. Very clean in my opinion. Super dope look from the rear of the sneaker. It gives it a total different look than we get looking at it from the front. It looks more like a light smoke gray Air Jordan in my opinion, but that is one of my favorite colors, and that makes this one dope from the rear in my opinion. Very, very clean. Moving along. All right, guys, onto the interior of the sneaker. Hard to see in there. We do get that true blue sock liner, as I mentioned, in that sort of mesh material or cotton-like material. Almost has a silky feel, to be honest. But on the back of our tongue, we do get that jargon in white. We also get tissue paper stuffed inside of the shoe. And again, hard to see inside of there, guys. We do get a white insole with Nike Air branding in true blue, as well as we have our size tag on the side wall. But that pretty much wraps it up for the interior. Moving along. Now, I did go ahead and pull out the right sneaker, guys, because inside of that one, we do get a pair of laces here in a cardboard box. Has a Jumpman logo with the text shoelaces on it, and on the back it does say move to 0. So hey, an extra pair of white laces can't go wrong. However, guys, last but not least, onto the outsole of this one. As you can see, we have that all over cement gray outsole. Very, very clean in my opinion. This will get dirty. Make sure you have sole protectors in place if you want to keep it clean, but just a dope look from the outsole. Glad they put gray on this one, as it blends oh so well in contrast with the upper of the sneaker, as well as matching with the gray on the heel and the ankle. However, guys, again, pretty dope for the outsole. Moving along. All right, and once again, you guys just saw right here on All About the Sneakerz, the Air Jordan 1 High OG True Blue, a very, very clean sneaker. So glad to have this one in the collection. Now, guys, go ahead, comment below. Let me know what you all think about this sneaker after seeing it here on the channel. Is this one that is now on your cop list, or are you just gonna let it sit under the radar, as this one just isn't your cup of tea? Comment below, guys, as I like to know you guys' thoughts, takes, and opinions on this one. And as you know, I'm always in the comments responding. Now, once again, if you're new to the channel, or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, when you guys get a chance, head over to IG and follow me at All About The Sneakerz, spelled exactly the way it is here on the channel with the Z on the end instead of an S. I greatly appreciate it. Now, I do want to thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and rocking with your boy. As you know, I rock with you guys 1000%. However, guys, that is all I have for you today on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.